welcome to the November-December edition of the City Managers Forum. Here at City Hall, we are all ramping up for the holidays and getting excited about the great things to see and do here in Guthrie. And there's no one better to talk to us about that than our very own Chamber of Commerce CEO, Mary Coffin.
Pack up the kids and bring them downtown to Oklahoma Avenue December 1st for our opening night ceremonies and our lighted Christmas parade. I'm standing here at the post office, and this is where we'll all end up when the parade's over. We will have our inaugural governor's race will be announced. We will also have some music and we'll light our trees. So bring the kids out. Santa Claus will be here. We'll have some great activities. Well, I'm in the downtown area, and this is where we have our Victorian walk evenings, December 8th and December 15th from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. The town will be full of people. We'll have Victorian costumes. We'll have carolers, we'll have peanut vendors, we'll have live windows all throughout the downtown. The Sweet Adeline Chorus, which is a barbershop chorus, will be here to help us celebrate our Victorian Walk evenings. They are a barbershop quartet of women who are extremely famous here in Oklahoma and all over the world. We hope you will come out and help us enjoy our festivities on the 8th and the 15th between 4 and 8 here in downtown Guthrie. I'm here at the First Capital Publishing Museum, and right behind me is a trolley. Every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the trolleys will be lined up out here giving all of our tourists rides through our neighborhoods for candlelight trolley tours. Join us by welcoming visitors into town by putting candles in your windows. The Territorial Christmas Show will run through December 23rd right here. For information on the shows, you can access their website at thepollard.org. We hope to see you there.
Thank you, Mary. And another great part of our holiday season here in Guthrie is our live displays and our Victorian Walk. Today, to speak to us about that is Linda Rice. Linda, thank you for being with us today.
It's my privilege. Thank you.
For those that may be new to the community or interested in coming to the Victorian Walk or seeing the live displays here in Guthrie, can you tell us a little bit about what they may expect?
We have about 30 windows. We're hoping to get more. We're hoping that many of them are Victorian windows, and then there'll be some other windows also. There's prizes, $100 for the top prize for the Victorian window, and then a $75 one and a $50 one.
And how long have you been doing this Victorian displays? Or
a long time. My very first one was in 1990. Actually, in the very beginning, we started dressing in Victorian clothes for a month. We would wear them all the time. Now, I'm not talking about the fancy things, sort of like what I have on. We were wearing clothes like a school teacher would wear or a shopkeeper would wear or something like that. But they were long dresses and long sleeves and that kind of thing. And then we did the windows. They were called, the first windows were called Guthrie's Living Christmas Cards. And there was a small group of retailers that did that. I think when we first started, we probably had maybe 10, 12, something like that. But in 1995, Kaylee Williams, that now is Mrs. Abbott at Cotterill School, she teaches there, was in our window and was in the Oklahoma Today magazine. We had a lot of photographers coming and taking pictures of it. But we got down to where we didn't have very many doing it. And then Shirley and Smitty Watts here in Guthrie went out of state. I'm not exactly sure what town it was. And they were doing the same type of thing, but it was in a lot more grandeur. And there was a lot of people in the streets dressed and everything. They got really excited about it, and they took pictures of it, came home and called a town meeting and got everybody to step aboard, and we really had all the windows that year were Victorian, and it was really neat. So this year will be my 22nd time to do this. So it's hard to come up with something every year, but it's a lot of fun. And my goodness, when we first started, we just did it one night. But sometimes we had bad weather, and when you can't forecast snow and sleet and all that. So we decided to do it 2 nights, and everybody was kind of worried about it in the beginning, but it worked out just great. So
It sounds stunning. So if
It
I want to
is.
come see this, because I never have had the opportunity to see it, and I've already seen your shop, and I know that the shop is already beautiful, but to add these live displays, I can't wait to see
Oh,
it.
it's
When
great.
is the best time for me to
Well,
come?
the first night will be December the 8th, and they are from 5 o'clock in the afternoon till 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then the second weekend will be the 15th, and it'll be the same time from 5 to 8.
Wonderful. Well, I can't wait to see it, and I hope that everyone will join us in
It's
seeing the live
exciting.
displays.
It's exciting. We get a lot of comments.
Wonderful.
People love it.
Well, thank you for being with
You're
us
welcome.
today.
Thank you for asking me.
In just a few moments, we'll be speaking with another person that brings great Christmas cheer around the holidays, and that's our very own Pastor Hersey Hammonds. But before that, we want to talk to you a little bit about keeping your family safe in fire prevention to make a very successful holiday season. With us is my good friend and yours as well, the Guthrie Fire Chief, Eric Harlow.
Thanks, Serena. Ask yourself this question. What's a traditional Christmas morning scene without a beautifully decorated tree? If your household includes a natural live tree in its festivities, always remember this one important rule. Always keep the tree watered. Christmas trees account for hundreds of fires annually. Typically, shorts and electrical lights or open flames from candles, lighters, or matches start tree fires. Well-watered trees are not a problem. A dry and neglected tree can be. This dramatic clip illustrates what happens when fire touches a dry tree and a properly maintained, well-watered tree. On the wet and maintained tree, ignition occurs at 0 seconds. Fire at ignition point on tree continues to burn but does not spread at 30 seconds. Fire at the ignition point on the tree continues to burn but does not spread at 1 minute. Fire at the ignition point on the tree did not spread, the flames self-extinguished, and the tree, including the trunk, branches, and needles, are still fully intact at 1 minute and 30 seconds. On a dry tree, ignition occurs at 0 seconds. Other tree branches become involved at 5 seconds. Most of the entire tree is burning at 15 seconds. Tree is fully engulfed in flames in 30 seconds. Only the tree trunk and portions of some of the larger branches are intact after all the needles have burned away at 1 minute and 30 seconds. Here are 5 simple safety tips that can help keep your Christmas tree from creating a tragedy. Number 1, do not place your tree close to a heat source, including a fireplace or a heat vent. The heat will dry out the tree, causing it to be more easily ignited by heat, flame, or sparks. 2, inspect your holiday lights that you put on your tree each year for any frayed wires, bare spots, gaps in the insulation, broken or cracked electrical sockets, and excessive kinking or wear. Number 3, all decorations should be non-flammable or flame retardant and placed away from the heat vents. Number 4, never put lit candles on a live tree, or a fake tree for that matter. Number 5, do not overload any electrical outlets. This includes both inside your home and outside your home for lights that you may put in trees or on your house. Again, I'm Fire Chief Eric Harlow, reminding you to have a safe and happy holiday season. Serena, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. Another exciting part of our holiday festivities here in Guthrie, Oklahoma is our opening night festivities. Today to talk with us about that is our very own Pastor Hersey Hammonds. Pastor Hersey Hammonds, thank you so much for being with us here today.
It is a pleasure to be here, and I tell you, I am very excited about the opening night of our Christmas celebration here in Guthrie, Oklahoma. This is my first time chairing the program aspect of the opening night. I have witnessed the parade. I've been a participant of the parade and the program after the parade, but this is my first time being the chair for getting the program together, and I tell you that we're going to usher in the Christmas spirit to the best of our ability to get us all in that Christmas spirit. We've invited the Heritage Choir of Logan County Heritage Choir that provides music throughout Guthrie and surrounding areas. This will be our first time doing Christmas music, so it has been a great challenge to start preparation for it. And so we're looking forward to the choir coming I hear that we're going to have a special soloist as soon as we can get a confirmation on that to help to bring in the Christmas spirit. Also, as we know, that this is also a time to swear in the new territorial governor, which I understand that the race is pretty heated up right now, and they're still soliciting your support through those various cans throughout the city. So if you have not yet made your contribution to your support of your territorial Christmas governor, well, now's the time to do it. I'm sure they would appreciate it. We'll also be lighting the tree. And all of this is going to take place on the east lawn of the post office here in Guthrie. And a beautiful scenery and beautiful atmosphere around the post office. So we want to invite as many of our citizens and get on the phone, call your friends, and tell them that they don't want to miss the opening night of the Victorian Christmas celebration here in Guthrie. Let me also say that the parade will start at 6 o'clock, and we will have a different kind of parade in that it is in the evening hours, so nightfall will catch us. But the beautiful part is that all the participants will decorate with Christmas lights. And some have never seen Christmas lights coming down Oklahoma Street. So we want to get you in the spirit by coming out and adorning the pathway of the parade route and giving your support. And then as soon as the parade is over, probably around 6:45, we will be on the east lawn of the post office and to usher in that Christmas spirit and that will carry us throughout the remaining part of the year.
Wonderful. What a great thing that y'all do for our community and your congregation and their outpour of support for our community. Thank you very much for being here today.
You're quite welcome.
In just a few moments, we'll be speaking with the Christmas coordinator, James Long. He's going to share with us about the Christmas parade and the gifts that it has to bring. And speaking of gifts, I'd like to have Maxine Pruitt talk to us about their new gift of the Municipal Services new building.
Hi everyone, I'm Maxine Pruitt, Director of Municipal Services and Public Works for the City of Guthrie. We are now back in our building after a displacement of about a year and a half after the tornado of May 24, 2011, and I'd like to take you for a tour of our building. We're going to start with the offices. Even though the offices were not completely destroyed, we had a number of maintenance issues and repairs that we had to do. So as we come into the office, this is our reception area. We're going down the hallway now, and you can see that the floor has been redone. It's stained concrete with polyurethane. We took out the old carpet, the old tiles, and totally redid the floors, which will make it easier for maintenance. Since this is a maintenance facility, we of course have a map room, which is constantly working and changing, and this is it. This is the director's office. This is where we have our meetings and conferences. This is our copy room and our filing room. It also houses the mechanics for the phones and the computer system, our server. As we come into the shop building, this is the area that the tornado tore up pretty bad and had to be totally demolished, and it was put back in the same footprint that the building had originally been. We made a couple of changes that FEMA and the insurance allowed us to do, but the footprint itself was not changed. This is the safety area for the shop. This is put in to provide a place that you can wash off any chemicals, or if you get any thing in your eye, you can come out here to the eye wash station and rinse off and you'll be good to go. The door that was installed in the south end of the building is new. We did not have this door in the old building. The street department equipment shed, we were allowed to increase the size because they were improved buildings, improved projects, which FEMA calls them. We were able to enclose the buildings so that we can keep our equipment in the wintertime from freezing.
I'm Charles Downey. I'm line maintenance superintendent, and we are up in the top mezzanine of our building where we keep all our supplies. From what we had before, this is really nice. Everything's here. We can come up here and get it. We got these bins now that we got everything separated. We know where they're at. Just cuts our time down considerably for hunting, fittings and stuff. We're still trying to get organized, but it'll take a little bit of time. Work on it when we can. For our little stuff, this is really nice to have.
I hope you enjoyed the tour of our Municipal Services Complex. I wish you all a very happy holiday, and I'll give it back to Serena. Thank you.
Thanks, Maxine. And here today to talk to us about our annual Christmas parade is the Christmas coordinator, James Long. The annual Christmas parade is a great event here in Guthrie. And James, thanks for joining us, and let us know a little bit about what we can expect at the Christmas parade this year.
Well, we have a lot of activities really going on this year, and the Christmas parade really helps set things, kick things off for us. It's a lighted parade, so it starts at dusk, and we always start in front of the junior high. And we're working really well, or really diligently, to be able to put a lot of entries in the parade this year. And then, of course, it ends at the in front of the post office, and that's where we'll have our tree lit and really kick off this year's festivities and determining the new territorial governor. We have several candidates that are running this year. We've got Steve Bowers, which was our territorial governor for this year, so he's running again, as well as Chuck Bircher, he's running, Billy Wheeler, and Dan Newton has joined the race as well this year. So we have some really good candidates that are running for territorial governor this year, and so that will be a lot of fun. And then we have Hersey Hammonds, which is really coordinating the festivities that evening right after the parade. So we'll have a lot of good singing, entertainment going on after the parade's over. So we're really looking forward to our opening night ceremonies that's going to kick off our holiday season for Christmas.
Wonderful. And for those of us like myself that are new to the community, and those that may be viewing and want to come to Guthrie for our parade, what day is it?
It kicks off this year on December the 1st is the parade. Again, that starts at around dusk, so wintertime, that's typically around 5:30 probably that we'll start looking at that. December 1st is a Saturday, so we'll be hosting that on a Saturday this year.
And James, what's the weather going to be like on December 1st?
December 1st, it's going to be cold, so be sure and wear your Santa hat and your mittens.
Sure.
And I have no idea if it's going to be snowing or raining, but rain, shine, or snow, we're still going to have the festivities, so
we'll be there.
We're looking forward to it.
Wonderful. Well, James, thanks for telling us about it. I'm going to pack my scarves, get my hat on, and be out there at the parade and enjoying a great time there. Thank you for watching, and happy holidays from the City of Guthrie.